it is time to show the world the super secret squat secret. So the reason why we're using these plates just for the warm-up sets is if you squat all the way down, one thing people don't pay enough attention to when they squat is how they put weight through their feet. And this is a very simple way to automatically fix up a lot of issues people have. Because if you shift too far forward onto your toes, do that, you'll feel your body falling forwards and you'll lose the rep. And if you shift too far back in your heels, the same thing happens. This helps bring your attention to that mid-foot pressure that's so important to give you power out of the bottom of the squat. Come on up. So a lot of people find that they twist around and rotate or just dump into their knees more. And it can be very hard to see or to feel externally as a coach and internally as a person. But this is a very simple way to automatically fix all of that and make it foolproof.
Whoa.
Yeah. Notice it?
Whoa.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God.
So your warm-up sets, try it out. Or don't. Do what you're currently doing. That's fine as well.
So good.
Yeah. Keep going.
Oh, okay.
Nice. How's it feeling?
Good.
Have we got 120 today?
I think so.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
Okay, we'll see. We have it. We have it. So I started doing Zercher split squats post-injury of my back, or not really injury, but you know, like I said last time, a couple of months ago I tweaked my lower back doing RDLs. And as part of me getting back into training, I stopped doing a lot of heavy squats and started doing these. And even though now I'm in a really good position with my back where I probably could do a lot of heavy squatting and I'd be okay, I'm just really enjoying this at the moment. So that is all the science I have for why I'm doing this. Although actually one more tidbit is people often find the Zercher or any kind of front load like goblets or front squat, front loading a lot more comfortable because it helps keep your body more upright. So it usually is a good entry point for people if they're getting back into something after some kind of lower back strain. Perfect, good. Nice.
Whew, the real reason you don't squat is because I out-squat you.
Yeah, like, that is part of it. Like, I really should return back to regular heavy squatting, but now that Bianca's at the same weight that I was doing, I'm just depressed. I can't go back to it. Yeah. I need to sabotage her lifting today. That's the goal. What did you start at?
80.
80 kilos, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know how many weeks ago it was? For 80?
Weeks? I have a video somewhere.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I'd do two actually.
Yeah.
It would have been maybe 3 or 4, at least 4 months, I reckon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I get my new knee sleeves, do you reckon I should practice squatting for the, just a few squats throughout the week because it'll be different to these ones?
Yeah, you can. Like,
Yeah.
I wouldn't go above maybe a 60 or 80 kilos.
Mm-hmm.
Just to feel, it won't be that much different.
Okay.
Like, it'll just spring you out.
Oh, okay. It'll just help me.
It won't be like a weird different. Not like if you're doing low bar versus high bar. It'll just be like, oh wow, this feels fucking easy now. I can do a lot more.
Okay, yeah.
So maybe 1 or 2 sessions,
Yeah.
but nothing hard. Literally, 1 or 2 sets
Yeah.
will be enough
Yeah.
to get you into it.
Do you reckon I'll get 120 easier with them?
Yeah.
I'm scared.
Sure. Nice. Hips back. Yes. Easy. Cool. Nice. Great.
Okay, that felt good.
Yeah, that looked good. Do you need a song?
Are you allowed to? If it's
We'll
YouTube?
mute it. We'll mute it when I edit it. Doesn't
Yeah.
matter. Put a song on.
Okay.
I'd rather you put music on and get the rep as opposed to have it in silence, have you just get buried.
Yeah.
That's still my preference, is not to murder you. No, that's a bit off. All right. Well, let's do it. Please tight. Big breath. Strong stance. Hips back. Let's go. Take the time. Drive up. Go. Yes. Easy. Reset. Hips back. Hips back. Hips back. Push. Up. Finish. Good. One more. Brace tight. Big breath. Here we go. Hips back. Go. Yes. Nice. Woo-hoo-hoo. Nice. Stay. Good boy.
Wow.
Nice.
Thoughts and feelings about it?
That looked good.
Yeah.
That looked good. Yeah.
Cool.
I mean, considering you say you're feeling shit,
Yeah.
you're able to push that out on a shit day, it's good.
Yeah, I was really surprised then.
Okay.
How's the new watch?
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
This is great. It's a lot of fun to use. I fucking forgot to use it today.
Oh, no.
You meant to switch it on when you're doing your weights workout because it counts your reps for you.
No way.
Yeah. I don't do anything with that data. I feel like I got the best, well, nearly the best of the best one you could get, just because it was on special. It's a couple of models older. But the only thing I need it for is when I run to be able to see how fast I'm running.
Yeah.
That's it. Which is like the most basic function of any watch ever.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I was like, oh, if I'm going to spend a few $100, I can get this one,
Yeah.
or I can get one of the cheaper ones that's more recent. I was like, I'd rather get an older one that's got more features on it,
Yeah.
in case I ever decide to, do a triathlon or something.
Would you think of doing
No.
it? No.
Fuck no. Definitely not. Just the amount of training required to get to like a triathlon level, it's exceptional.
Yeah.
I don't know what the actual distances are, but there'd be several hours a week devoted to the running, several hours to swimming, and several hours to bike riding on each individually. And there'd be very little room for strength training.
Yeah.
Like maybe 1 or 2 sessions a week, and even then they can't be too intensive.
Yeah.
And even then, like, I only train, in terms of like total hours per week, maybe 7 hours a week, which isn't that much. So trying to fit in that kind of thing into 7 hours, it probably won't work. Probably needs more like 10 to 15 hours a week
Yeah.
of time commitment to actually excel at it and not just suck.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Would you do a marathon?
No, fuck no.
No.
Same deal, because like I did a 5K. I'm like, right, I can do a 5K now. And then I started doing the 10K. And you think, oh, it's, just do a bit more work, but it is double. Like
Yeah.
a training session for a 5K would take you 30 to 40 minutes at most, more like 30 minutes. Whereas for 10Ks, it's like 60 to 90 minutes. Like, that's a lot of extra time.
Yeah.
You can sneak in a half-hour run whenever you want. It's very easy, but sneak in a whole 90 minutes. Plus like a bit of a cool down so you don't die after, or just catching your breath, stretching. It's like, that's a lot. So I was like,
Yeah.
the trade-off isn't there for me.
Yeah. So you're working on pace now?
Yeah,
more
now I'm
so?
trying to get the 5K
Yeah.
faster.
Oh, yeah. Okay, fast.
yeah.
Good.
Because I've got a long way to go. Okay, next set. So anything you want to think about this set, apart from not dying?
My breath. I realised, yeah.
You weren't breathing, or you weren't bracing? What was
Wasn't
going on?
bracing on like the last set.
Okay.
Hard. It was like there, but it wasn't like I was holding it in my mouth.
What do you think about when you're bracing?
I think about putting the air like 360 around my stomach, and then
Yeah.
I pretend like I'm about to take like a cough, but hold it in, like a and cough. Yeah.
Okay.
What do you think about?
Yeah, all that.
Yeah.
Like everyone's got their own thing for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I sometimes find some people helps. I don't want you to think about it too much though, because I don't like cueing new things on working sets, but holding your pee in as well, or stopping midstream to your pelvic floor.
Yeah.
So a lot of women lose that when they're pushing.
Yeah.
And that can be a big part of why they lose a bit of strength. But
You've probably noticed that. That's when I go for like a nervous pee before sets sometimes. I'm like, ah.
But it happens to me, like when I'm deadlifting, I'll forget about that cue and I'll lose a lot of my support strength because of that specific cue, not because of anything else. I'll do all the other stuff completely fine, but like, oh shit, I forgot to hold my pee and I forgot to stop midstream. And that's why that rep felt off, and I'll reset and it'll feel better for the next rep.
Yeah, I had a powerlifter say that to me maybe during my powerlifting era, and I just completely forgot about that cue. There you go. I won't do it now.
Bracing it is. Bracing. All right, let's do this. Squeeze hard. Take your time. Big breath. Go. Yes. Go. Chest up. Yep. One more. Big breath. Go. Fucking down. That was stressful. Oh, that could have been so much worse than it was. Yeah, I nearly said to you, just rack it, like after you walked it out. But no, we're prepared. All right. Hard stuff is over, and the most stressful stuff of the workout is over.
Until
now
leg press.
We're on to RDLs.
Doing 100?
Cool. Did you do that last week?
Yes.
Okay, yes we are. Can't go backwards.
Was it you saying that you don't know why muscle knots, how it happens?
Yeah, I don't think anyone really knows still. There's a lot of really good theories.
Okay.
I think one of the hypotheses is that because your body's always renewing and regrowing new cells, when it grows new muscle cells or whatever, for whatever reason, it may start to not put them in series like this, starts to put them like kind of like that.
Yeah.
And that's what creates some of these knots, maybe. But that doesn't make sense because you can release a knot and it can kind of disappear and go down. So I think what's more accurate is that it's all governed by the nervous system, where the brain's like, okay, this area is exposed to a lot of stress in everyday life for whatever I'm doing. I better keep that area in a state of heightened readiness, like ready to contract or always on and never completely relaxed, just so it can react to whatever the daily rigors are. And that's why when you apply pressure to those areas, the brain's like, oh, I can relax, and it just sort of switches it off.
Yeah, and you can feel it as well when it happens.
Kind of releasing, you can feel the pain disappearing, you can physically feel that gritty area being less gritty.
Yeah.
But then it will come back as well, which is completely fine. It's a weird one.
Yeah.
It's a really weird one. Same as cramps, right? Like everyone says cramps are from hydration or electrolytes. There's no evidence showing that.
You're kidding?
Yeah, no.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it's not about hydration at all. And again, it's probably about the nervous system.
What the fuck?
Where the brain says, okay, for whatever reason, I'm unable to transmit my motor nerve message out to the calf or whatever. Muscle spasms uncontrollably. That's what it is.
Yeah.
And maybe electrolytes could help because like sodium, potassium are important for contraction of the muscle. But if you're very well hydrated, you can still get cramps. And hydrating water doesn't relieve cramps. But something about like breathing, the autonomic nervous system, relaxation, stretching the muscle, those things can alleviate the cramp with or without the presence of electrolytes. So it's like, well, it's not an electrolyte thing.
What do you say to someone if they're very prone to cramping then? Like what advice would you say?
Again, like no one really knows.
Okay.
But if it is more, it's definitely not electrolytes. But if it is this brain thing, what tends to happen is they're probably more fatigued in general. Their recovery is not as good, so their brain can't send out the right message that it wants to the muscles to say, hey, relax or be on and contract or whatever, which is why things start going all spastic and spasming and cramping. Like electrolytes may be implicated because, again, of the nerve transmission role they play. But if they've tried that and it still gives them issues, like they've tried magnesium, they've tried sodium, potassium, and that makes no difference, then it's probably more indicative of their overtraining or under-recovering in some way. It's like, hey, how's your sleep? Are you getting enough nutrients in general? Are you training way too much?
Yeah.
And I find that actually quite a lot. Like for myself personally, I'll get random twitches in my muscles, like in my hands and around my eyes and my shoulders, when I'm really sleep deprived and when I'm really stressed and overtrained. Intentionally or not, I'm okay, that's my body like, you're done. You've had enough.
I'm gobsmacked.
Yeah.
Wow.
Are you up or am I up?
Me first.
Okay.
Oops.
Nice. Good. Good.
Was that 5?
5, yeah.
Twins!
Yeah. So Bianca is now doing leg curls. I'm not, because I did them the other day. But as you can see, this is a pretty minimalistic style leg day. Squat motion, hinge or hamstring motion, add in a curl if you need to for extra volume. And I'm finishing with a leg press just because I know the split squats didn't really push me that hard because I'm worried about balance. This is where I can just sit in here and just send it and only worry about keeping my butt down, and that's about it, which is the goal of a stable machine like this. So I really do like mixing in very stable, solid things like this are very supportive, where I can push really hard, and other exercises that are less stable and maybe more functional, for lack of a better term. There's a little bit of a balance. And same thing for Bianca. She's doing squats for a pure strength movement, but to actually tax her muscles properly, she jumps into leg press as well. As you can see, I got this this seat cushion here, which helps me get a little bit more range of motion, because the goal here is to get as much knee flexion as you can. So that's where we get calf touching the hamstring, like thusly. To do this, you've got to think about your knees pulling outwards, kind of rotating out as you come down towards armpits, or even wider, which feels a lot through my adductors as well, which is another very undertrained body part in a lot of people's training. So before I even start my set, I make sure my knees are already positioned outward slightly. I'll put the camera on the other side for the next set, but here you might look from the side, it looks kind of okay, and everything's in alignment. But having that little bit of outward pressure there, it does make a subtle difference to how much more I can open up my hips. You'll also see I've got this skateboard tape put up on the leg press. Just to help, one thing with grip, because the grip up here is a little bit worn out. But also I like how it's got the line here to help me set exactly where I want my feet to be when I'm doing the leg press. So again, this here probably to you looks like a pretty good start point, which is completely fine. But if I just bring my knees out that little bit more from the femur opening up, feet are still planted, opens up my hips that much more. You might also want to bring your toes out just a tiny bit, just to help to allow the hips to open up a little bit more. And you'll find you can get much deeper and make it suck a lot more. All right, here we go. Oh. Oh. Oh.
Easy. Drive. Drive. Nice.
Oh no.
Okay. You got it. Depth. Drive. Get it.
Oh, fuck.
That was easy.
Oh, God. Good, keep going. So if you guys can see from the rear, what Bianca's doing when she pushes up, boop, the knees come in a little bit. There you go, boop, inwards and then up. So now, she's got to think about not doing that. Just keep them out, 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 and then push from there.
What the fuck?
So it forces you to use more of your glutes and open your hips up more.
Okay.
Because you want to make it all quaddy, because you've got such gigantor quads. But if you want glutes, put them in a position to work better, which is just that, keeping that consistent. Yeah, nice. We'll do 5 like that, and then we'll give you a proper rest. Up. Good. Yes. Good. Good one. Nice.
Yeah, my butt. Ah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I've never felt on my ass in a leg press like that.
Do you want to go heavier?
Yeah. We'll go heavier.
Okay, good. What do you want? 3?
Yeah, we'll do 3.
All right. I'll do a set of 3 with you. So I'll do a back down set.
Do my knees do that in the leg press because I am quad dominant, or just?
It's just habit.
Yeah.
It's just habit. Yeah. You'll see, same as the RDL, so you went from hamstrings to more glutes. It'll be a few weeks and you'll be fine.
Ah, yeah.
You won't. It'll just be a different cue. There's nothing wrong with what you do. It's just how your body is just strong now. But depending on like what you want to develop more. And I think for you, like if we're looking at like weaknesses, probably is glutes more than quads.
Yeah.
Then it makes sense.
How many reps are doing?
6. Probably 12.
Easy. Keep it up. Push. Drive up. Easy. Push it.
Oh, fuck.
Push it. Get it.
Oh,
That was easy too.
oh, fuck. Yucky.
Yucky.
Yucky. Go. Yes. Smooth. Push. Yes, good. Keep them out.
Oh, shit.
You got this. Open the hips. Up. Yes, good. Up. Perfect. Good. And again. You got this. Push. Good. Give me one more. Get the knees out. Control it. Up. Yes. Good. Good one. So Bianca's doing a little bit of calves now to finish up. Calves are a very low priority for me. So instead of doing that, I'm doing some stretching my quads and hip flexors. So I really like this modified couch stretch, I guess, because you're able to progress this or regress this as much as you need to. So if this was too hard, I can, of course, just come forwards a bit more, or I could even just pop this back, and that is very easy for me. I can work on shifting back more, and then of course eventually bringing it back up. But one thing you can't really see me doing as I'm doing this is I try to find that deep stretch position, and once I've settled in for about 10 seconds or so, what I'll do next is I'll try to do a leg extension. So I'm going to forcefully think about pushing my ankle that way into the bench, which is going to create a forceful contraction here in my quads. So in complete extension like this, it's very hard to do. So what I will do instead is come a little bit further forwards, just there, to give me some better leverage to then extend this leg in that direction into the bench. I'm going to hold this now for about 5-10 seconds and push really, really hard. And now I'm going to scooch back a little bit and get deeper into the stretch. And then again, hang out about 5-10 seconds, just chill in a passive stretch. And then when I'm ready, I'll do another 5-10 second push down hard into the ground, contract this muscle really, really hard. And relax. I'll be able to get a little bit deeper into that range of motion. I'll do this for a total of 3 to 5 kicks like that. And then I'll do the other side. I'll go back and forth for about 3 to 5 sets, depending on how I'm feeling. Once I get to the point where I no longer feel like I'm getting much more range out of it and much more benefit, I stop there. Some days I feel good, so I do a few more sets. Some days I don't feel as good, so I don't do as many. But I do notice I'm able to get more and more range over time. This is a really important part for me to isolate this muscle here to get into that front splits. So let's have a little check-in to see how things are going. Oh, not bad. Not bad at all.